Training is overrated. That's what I've learned in the last week. Well, I already knew that. In fact, training is one of the worst things you can do. You're never going to get any better from training. If that was the case, if you were just going to get better from simply training, you should be able to go out, take off out your door running, and never stop, because you would get better from the training effect you had, right? It doesn't work that way. The only way you're ever going to get better is to recover from training. Training, you're just tearing your body apart. Recovery is when you're building it up to adapt to that training. That's the key that I have to tell myself. As I'm getting more serious, and I haven't been serious about anything athletically for years, when I'm got a goal in front of me, it's very difficult to take that recovery, especially when I'm starting at a low point that I'm not used to being at, and I'm having to add 2 sports to it. So one of my favorite conversations that I have with a lot of you guys is early in the year, you'll come up to me and you'll tell me about your great new coach you hired. This guy's going to make you super fast, be able to run forever, and that's great. But then a couple months later, I'll see you out on the trails or something on a Saturday, and I go, "What are you doing?" "Well, my coach had me take a day off, but I came out here and I'm just going to run 10 miles. Let me tell you something, kids. If you hire this great coach and you're giving him money and you trust him to be smart enough to tell you what to do, you also have to trust him to be smart enough to tell you when not to do something. Because hopefully your coach knows that recovery is the important thing to you, and you need to listen to that. Like I said, as long as I've been doing these things, I still have trouble with that when I get motivated. It's taking that day off and recover and come back the next day stronger than I was before. That's one of the things is, if you go into every one of your workouts tired, sore, what have you, you're never going to get to be able to complete that workout itself as well as you should to get the effect of it. So it's very important that you think about every workout you do, and also all the recovery you're doing from those workouts. That's the only way you're ever going to get better. And then speaking personally, this is where I'm going to have a lot of trouble coming forward too, is, I still base everything on what life was 20 years ago. Well, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So I'm probably going to need to incorporate even more rest and recovery in my workouts than I ever have before. And I think I'm going to have a lot of trouble with that. So follow along and we'll see where we go from here.